both on and off the ice. And I have two goaltenders here who have remarkable careers, even though I find one of them retired when the other one was born. To my immediate right is Mr. Percy Lasoire. Mr. Lasoire was the goaltender for the famous Ottawa Silver Seven 53 years ago. And they called them the Silver Seven because it was seven-man hockey, and I believe that's about as many men as you had on the payroll, Mr. Lasoire.
Well, that's pretty near right. I think we had one spare man.
And you didn't see too much of him?
No, he didn't see too much of us, I guess.
Would you say that seeing 18 men dressed on each club out there tonight is one of the major changes since you played hockey?
I would say so, yes.
Well, we moved from an outstanding goaltender of the early 1900s to Bill Durnan. Bill, I've known you for a long time, and you've won that Vezina trophy so many times I've lost count myself. And I'll bet, do you remember how many times you've won?
Oh, yes, you don't forget that, Tom. I won it 6 times.
6 times for Bill Durnan. Well, Bill, this is a game after your own heart. Lots of scoring chances and not many goals.
That's true. I thought that period especially, or the first period especially, that if the Leafs had hit that net more often on the many opportunities they had, they might have possibly got more goals. That early session they had in the first period, I'll swear they didn't hit the net on the 9 or 10 chances they had, but they sure hurt those boards bad.
Bill, you're coaching the Kitchener-Waterloo Dutchman, and a little later on we might call upon your opinions as a coach. Mr. Lasoire, after watching goaltenders in hockey for more than 50 years, what's the biggest change for a goaltender in that span of time?
Well, I think his equipment has a whole lot to do with the change. And then again, the style of play, the style of shooting, and the way the players gang up. In fact, I wouldn't care very much to have to go in goal today with the way my vision would be blocked. I would like to see the puck once in a while.
What would the change be as far as your equipment's concerned? What equipment would you wear?
Well, I wore pretty much what they wear today, only you might call it an abbreviated fashion. In fact, the original goal pad that I had no backing to them at all. And I got a piece of horse felt and put that on for a backing. Then I found, not that I'm bow-legged, but when I tried to put my feet together, the puck sneaked in between my legs. So I got another piece of felt, rolled it, and stitched on the inside of each pad, and so when I closed my legs, the puck couldn't come through. Well, there's one very important thing. Well, then, as far as the chest pad went, some of the goalers were using the baseball inflated pad. I got a piece of horse belt again, and had a piece of leather, cuff leather, just down the lower part of it for protection.
Well, I guess you're delighted that you were just born when he quit playing hockey after listening to that.
Pretty much the change. And, of course, as a matter of opinion altogether, I never used a full-length goaler stick. I had one chopped off in length, quite a bit off the top of it, so that I could easily play it around in front of me to clear the puck. I didn't like holding the puck if I could help it. There were too many guys looking for it. And so I would try and stop the puck either with my body or my skate or the stick, and then swing it to the corner where I had one of my team looking for it.
Bill, do you see much change? You played in the 40s, basically.
Yes, well, actually, I personally used lighter equipment than most of my time. I had a little trouble getting these size 12s around. I always thought to shorten the leg pad. I used it on Dick Irvin's advice, which was very, very good advice. I used more like a football-type pant, which closed the holes between my legs, and I had to use a little heavier padded gloves than most because I did use both hands. But I think my pads 6 was a great one for figures, and I think he found out that I was using somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 to 8 pounds less than most of them of that day, not counting those size 12 boots.
You're watching Walter.